Max Homa, a Fortinet winner at the Fortinet, heads to the President's Cup with a chip on his shoulder. Max Homa successfully defended his title at the Fortinet Championship on Sunday and now heads to his first President's Cup in Charlotte, where he likely will be relied on heavily by U.S. captain Davis Love III, considering that Homa is a former winner at Quail Hollow Club. A bit of Hail Mary type brilliance, not Appalachian State level, but darn close, set up Homa's unlikely win when he chipped in from 33 feet for a birdie on the 72nd hole to tie Willett. Chomping emphatically on chewing gum, Willett smiled broadly at his opponent. Then he settled over a putt of 3 feet, 7 inches for his own birdie and the win. He hit the left lip. The ball skidded almost 6 feet by. On the comebacker, Willett's ball broke left, again hit the left edge and looped around and out. Willett was still laughing as he shook Homa's hand and offered a brief embrace. Had to be shock. Had to be. Homa looked in shock, too. Obviously, going to remember that last, but good week. Nice to be in contention basically all week from Friday, said Willett, rummaging through his emotions to focus on something positive. Obviously, going to remember that last, but good week. Nice to be in contention basically all week from Friday. More, the club's Max Homa used to win again in Napa. Homa claimed his 5th career PGA Tour title and earned $1.44 million by posting 16 under 272 on the North Course at Silverado Resort and Spa after shooting a 4 under 68. Willett had a 69 as his bid for his first PGA Tour win since capturing the 2016 Masters came up painfully short. That was crazy. I still don't really know what happened, said Homa, 31, who won for the 3rd time in his native California and for the 4th time after trailing through 54 holes. That was crazy. I still don't really know what happened. With tee times moved up because of a rainy forecast in Napa, California, that proved very accurate. Willett led for much of the afternoon after starting the final round tied with Homa and 1 stroke behind Justin Lower, who is somewhat of a kindred spirit. Both Willett and Lower finished outside the top 125 on the 2021-22 FedEx Cup eligibility points list, but they were able to keep their PGA Tour cards when Cameron Smith, Joaquin Niemann and 4 others jumped to the Live Golf Series after the Tour Championship, pushing them up the standings and giving them new life. And they made the most of it. Well, almost. Lower couldn't keep pace with his playing partners, carded a 1/73 as the round was contested using preferred lies in the cool, wet weather. He finished in a tie for 4th at 276. Still, his winnings of $360,000 were more than half his career earnings of $716,970 at the start of the week. More, good luck not wincing when Danny Willett 3 putts to cost him the title at Napa. While Willett at one point held a 3-stroke lead, Homa wouldn't go away. Still, Willett looked to have secured the win when he guided Homa 10-foot par save on the 17th hole to preserve a 1-stroke lead and then wedged his approach to less than 4 feet at the par 5 18th while Homa left his 3rd shot from the front greenside bunker in a closely mown area short of the putting surface. After getting to place his ball on a slight upslope for a pristine lie, Homa went for a spinner and his ball raced into the cup. I spun it in once it hit the pin, it almost like spun straight into the ground. It was just one of those things, said Homa, whose wife Lacey, despite being 8 months pregnant, walked the whole way in the gallery. I spun it in once it hit the pin, it almost like spun straight into the ground. It was just one of those things. I expected him to do it, but then it's still a bit of a shock when it happens, Willett, 34, said. Yep. A shock. Willett said he hit the first putt too hard. The second one he played straight, but it broke right to left. Crusher of a finish, even with an $872,000 payday. But the Englishman held his head high and exhibited class when he said, bit of a shame to kind of finish how I did, but no, he, Homa, is heading off to the President's Cup and hopefully he plays well there, too. Homa is intent on doing just that after being on a bit of a mission at Silverado. I'm just happy to be in form, to represent my country, play with those boys. They're some good golfers, so I just wanted to come in form, he said. I'm just happy to be in form, to represent my country, play with those boys. They're some good golfers, so I just wanted to come in form. Homa couldn't help but feel for the crestfallen runner-up, and returned the kudos. Yeah, he is obviously a tremendous golfer. He's won the Masters, he's won I think 8 times in Europe. He's just a very talented dude and has a great attitude, Homa said. Yeah, he is obviously a tremendous golfer. He's won the Masters, he's won I think 8 times in Europe. He's just a very talented dude and has a great attitude. That class included choosing not to whine as he left wine country. You know, first out of the season, like I said, to be in contention, things are in a good place, Willett maintained. You know, first out of the season, like I said, to be in contention, things are in a good place. Not easy to say when you're dying inside. But he has no choice but to believe it.